Back in the 1980s, I was a very young wife and young mom. I was very naive. I was also very emotional and very sensitive. I had learned early on as a child that it wasn't okay for me to speak, especially about my feelings. I remember one day running into the back door of my house and promptly fainting on the floor. I had been having so much fun outside playing in the hot summer sun with my friends that I neglected to take care of myself, and I'm sure I was overheated and dehydrated. I came to quickly, and when I did, my mom blurted out something along the lines of, "Oh, you'll get over it." And then she just walked away. That was just one incident of many. There were many others. Um, I developed into a very shy child and I had a lot of anxiety, and that didn't change when I became an adult. I ended up marrying a man at a young age who displayed similar behaviors, and him and my mom united together. Together, the two of them put the blame on me for what felt like just about everything. I could not ever express my feelings because if I did, they were either dismissed or met with disrespect. There was a time later on when I went away for the weekend with my youngest daughter, and my husband and my mother told the police that I was going to unalive myself and take my daughter with me. And it was completely fabricated. My mom repeated to the cop, "She's always been this way." But I'm getting away from what I wanted to say. Back in the 80s, I was very shy, timid, meek, and full of anxiety. And I cried a lot whenever this kind of stuff took place. My two oldest daughters, now estranged daughters, they were, as young kids, I'm sure they picked up on this. And they saw a mom who never stood up for herself. I wasn't a bad mom, far from it. My home was the place where all the children gathered. It was back before computers and social media, and so there was always a lot of fun outdoor play, pools, pool play, picnics in the yard, all of it. But I know they saw me not ever standing up for myself, not putting boundaries in place when it came to their dad and to their grandmother. Back then, my mindset was that I didn't want my kids to grow up in a broken home, and I did not want to sever the relationship between them and their grandmother. That had been something my mom did to me, and I know all too well the pain. So I stayed and I just kept the peace and kept all my feelings to myself. And it was only after my anxiety reached an all time high that I sought therapy for myself and realized that my situation wasn't going to get any better until I got out of it. And so after 25 years of marriage, I divorced my husband. Um, my my two oldest girls were adults by this time, and around the same time, I stepped away from my mom after one final alcoholic outburst from her that hurt me a lot. I can't say that I became a stronger person overnight after that. I was really afraid back in those days. My insight is that I realize my part of the estrangement situation was me being meek and not standing up for myself. I was quiet. I wallowed in tears. I guess I thought that if I stood up for myself, that I would just make the situation worse. And I suppose that could be the issue. Uh, I guess I'll never know. I was so naive back then. I didn't realize that you can set boundaries for yourself and you can demand respect. You can be respectful to someone even when you're upset. You can be respectful when you disagree with somebody politically. You can be respectful when you don't agree with their lifestyle. Even if someone has done something that has upset you, own it, speak it, and sit down like an adult to discuss it. I'm not comfortable talking about this estrangement with my family. I am not blaming anybody here. Um, I'm new to being in front of the camera, but I have learned so much, and it's very important to have a voice. It's important to know that you matter.